Welcome to class number 6. Today, we're going to continue on with that beginner series that we've already been doing, and this is the 6th in that series. So today's quote, I like to start every class with a quote, is by Eric Shiffman. And the quote is, "Yoga is a way of moving into stillness in order to experience the truth of who you are." So we're going to move into stillness today through movement. So we're going to start seated. And from here, we're going to do some side stretches. So we're going to simply take our right hand out to the right hand side, making sure our left hip stays down. Inhale and reach that left arm up and overhead. And breathe here for 3 nice deep breaths in and out. 2 more. 1 more. Come back up, and we'll go to the other side. So left arm out to the side, right arm up overhead, and stretch forward over to the left side. Breathing here deeply for 3 deep breaths. Inhale and exhale. 2 more. And 1 more. And come all the way back up. From here, we're going to do cat-cow in seated position. Turn the side so you can see. So from here, place both of your palms on your knees. And on the inhale, you're going to rock forward on your sitting bones, arch your lower back, and look up. And we're going to exhale and round the back, scooping your navel, your belly in the best that you can. Inhale, arch your back, look up, and exhale and round. 2 more. Inhale, arch, and exhale, round. 1 more. Inhale, arch, exhale, and round. Excellent. And from here, we're going to come into some moving twist. So go ahead and switch the cross of your legs. And from here, we're going to do moving twist. So actually, I'm going to turn to the side so you can see this a little better. Plus, I don't get into this. I have a very limited space for my recording indoors, so I have to kind of play around with that. So here we go. Left hand will be on your right knee. Right hand will be on top of your left hand. From here, we're going to inhale and open up, twisting to the right, looking over our right shoulder. And exhale, bring that arm back. 3 more times. Inhale, open up, twisting. Exhale, bring that hand back on top of your other one. Inhale, open up. Exhale, bring it back. Once more. Inhale, open up. And exhale, bring it back. And now we'll do the other side. And I'll turn so you can see it from that angle also. So here we go. Left hand on your, say that again. Right hand on your left knee. Left hand on top of your right. And now from here, sit up tall and inhale. Open up to the left, twisting, looking over your shoulder. Exhale, bring your hand back to meet your other. 3 more times. Inhale, open up. Exhale, bring it back. 2 more. Inhale, open up. Exhale, bring it back. Once more. Inhale, open up. Twist. Exhale, bring it back. Nice. All right, now we're going to move into some half sun salutations to continue warming up. We'll do 3 rounds of those. So get your blocks if you need them. I will show you with modification day with the blocks in case you need them. So your half sun salutations, I'll walk you through it if you don't remember what those are. Here we go. Inhale, you're in mountain pose. Inhale and rise all the way up. Hands all the way up overhead. And from here, you're going to exhale and dive forward into a forward fold. Reaching for your blocks or the floor. Knees can be bent. Inhale, halfway lift. Flat back, and exhale, fold in. Inhale, come all the way back up, hands overhead, arms overhead, and exhale back into mountain pose. And that's 1 half sun salutation. We'll do 2 more. Inhale, arms reach up overhead, and exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift with a nice flat back. Exhale, fold in. Inhale, come all the way back up, hands reaching for the sky, and exhale, back to mountain pose. Once more for a half sun salutation. Inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back, look forward. Exhale, fold in. Inhale, bring your arms up overhead. And exhale, back into mountain pose. All right. So the next part, I'm going to leave the blocks out, but you can still use them if you need to. So now we're going to go into a full sun salutation. I'm going to do it once. If you'd like to watch, you're welcome to do it with me. Try to do it slow so you can keep up, or if you just want to watch this first round. So sun salutations are a very classic thing that we do in yoga. And we've already pretty much done all the parts, but today we're going to actually link them all together. And this is just one of the classic versions. There are other variations that add on lunges and other things, but today we're going to keep it simple and go through the main moves of a sun salutation. So here we go. We're going to stand in mountain pose at the top of our mat. From here, we're going to inhale, bring the arms up overhead. You're going to exhale, fold forward, just like we've done with the half. Then we're going to inhale, lift halfway up, look forward. And on the exhale, you're going to step back into plank. And that can be a modified plank with knees down or full plank. Inhale and plank, and then you're going to exhale, lower to the ground, untuck your back toes, and inhale up into your version of cobra that feels good for you. Any amount. And then from here, you're going to exhale back into downward dog. Now, those of you that want a little bit more, you can actually come up and go to downward dog that way, or if you want to stay on the knees, you can come back into downward dog that way, either one. So take a couple deep breaths in downward dog. And then from here, we're going to step forward on our mat. Going to inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, fold in. Inhale, come all the way back up. Reach for the sky. And exhale back into mountain pose. That is one sun salutation. So a sun salutation is the half that we just did, stepping back into plank, lowering down, doing a cobra, coming back into our downward dog, and then stepping forward and finishing out those half like we did earlier. So that's one full classic sun salutation. Let's try doing two more. All right, here we go together now. We'll go slow. Inhale, reach your arms up overhead. Exhale, dive forward, bend, hinging at the hips, fold in. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, step back into your plank. On the inhale, take another inhale. And on the exhale, lower down slowly to the ground, modified or regular plank, untuck your back toes, and now inhale, rise up into cobra, keeping those elbows tucked in tight on your sides. And then exhale back into downward facing dog. Take a nice deep breath in here, and exhale. Inhale, and exhale. Inhale, walk forward on your mat, kind of halfway lift, look forward, and exhale, bend over your legs, forward bend. Inhale, come all the way back up, hands overhead. Exhale, return to mountain pose. Now, don't get discouraged if you didn't follow all the breath movement, and if you think you messed a little bit of that up, that's perfectly fine. This will come with time. I'm giving you the breath as we go along. But don't get caught up in that. But what we're trying to do in yoga is we're trying to match our breath with our movements. And so that is one of the big things. So sometimes it does require you to slow down and really think about what you're doing and really get you inside and get you in your body. So that's a big kind of difference in yoga and a lot of other things that we might do. So let's try doing one more time. And again, just go with the best that you can. Here we go. Inhale. And again, I should also remind you, modify however you need to. If you need to do modified plank, do that, please. All right, from here, let's inhale, stretch your arms up overhead. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step back into your plank, modified or regular. Inhale here. Exhale, lower to the ground, elbows in, untuck your back toes. Inhale, come up to cobra. And exhale back into your downward facing dog. We'll take a nice deep breath here. And exhale. One more. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, walk forward. Halfway lift on your mat. Looking forward. Exhale. Bend in. Inhale, come all the way back up. Reach for the sky. And exhale back into mountain pose. Very, very nice. So those were sun salutations. And again, like I said, there are variations on those. So we can add things to those, but I wanted to give you just the kind of the basic classic sun salutation. And I highly recommend, those are great to do any time of day, anytime you just want to get the blood flowing. It's a great stretch for almost all of your body parts. So it's just a great warm up in the morning. It's great to maybe enliven you in the afternoon, or maybe just to stretch out in the evening time. So throw a few of those in anytime throughout your day and just see how you feel. You can do those anywhere, at your desk if you wanted. All right, from here, we're going to come standing in mountain pose. Feel all four corners of your feet root down into the ground, hands out to your sides, standing nice and tall. We're just going to breathe here for two rounds, just standing here and just letting everything kind of sink in as it has it so far. So inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Nice. Inhale one more time. And exhale, step your right foot back. Stand on the ball of your right foot, and your left leg will be forward and bent. This is high lunge. If you find you're a little wobbly, widen out your stance. Your stance should be at least hip distance apart, if not wider, depending on the stability that you may need. From here, we're going to do a shoulder opener. So if you're able, and it doesn't bother you too bad, to clasp your hands behind your back and simply just stretch open the chest and the shoulders. If that bothers you, you have tight shoulders, take a strap or a scarf, a belt, whatever, and bring that behind and open up that way. So you don't have to clasp your hands. Really open that chest, looking up, breathing in deeply. Let's do 2 nice deep breaths in and out here. Inhale and exhale. One more nice deep breath in and out. Nice. And from here, we're going to bring both of our hands down to the ground, and we're going to step our left foot back to meet our right, and we're going to come into plank. Again, this can be modified. Inhale and plank, and then you're going to exhale, lower down to the ground, untuck your back toes, keeping your elbows in tight to your body. Inhale and rise up into cobra. And then you can exhale back into downward facing dog. You could always skip the plank and lowering to the ground and doing cobra if it's just too much. You can always just come back to downward dog and we'll meet you eventually. Breathe here for 2 nice deep breaths at your own pace. And then from here, we're going to step our right foot forward. And it may not come all the way up, so you may need to actually grab it and help it the rest of the way. Lower your left knee down to the ground and come and untuck your left toes. Come up with your hands here right above your knee. And stay upright a little bit at first. And then from here, we're just going to, if you'd like to go further, you can stay right here, or you can lower a little bit further into that left hip and really get deeper into that one. You can also additionally either keep your hands here, or you can bring your arms up overhead. Breathing deeply here. One more. From here, hands to the ground, and you're going to step forward and halfway lift. Inhale, halfway lift, and exhale, fold in. Again, blocks are always your friends. If you need to use them, use them. Inhale, come all the way back up, arms up in the sky. Exhale into mountain pose. Very nice. We'll do the other side now. So stand here for a minute, just let that side go. Take a nice deep breath. Inhale and exhale. One more. Inhale and exhale. All right, ready for the second side. Here we go. We're going to inhale And on the exhale, step your left foot back, come up on the ball of your left foot, bend your right knee, and now you're in your high lunge. From here, we're going to do that shoulder stretch again. So take your hands behind your back, interlace your hands, grab a strap, grab a towel, whatever works best for you, and really open up the chest. Feel the shoulders, get a nice stretch. And most of us, man, we could use this a lot because a lot of us do this. From either being at a desk, being on our devices, whatever it might be. So really open that chest, open the heart, the lungs, breathing deeply here. And from here, you're going to exhale, hands down to the ground, and step back into plank, or skip it and go back to downward facing dog. Inhale and plank, and then exhale, lower down to the ground. Untuck your back toes. Inhale, come up into a nice cobra pose. And exhale back into your downward facing dog. Breathing here. In and out through the nose, or if you need to, through your mouth. Knees can be bent, knees can be straight. Exhale. And the inhale, we're going to step our left foot forward. If you need to, help it up. Lower your right knee to the ground, your back knee. Untuck your back toes and come on up. You can stay right here. This is a perfectly good stretch. If you feel like you want a little bit more, come forward just a little bit, a touch more, and you'll definitely feel that in your right hip flexors. Keeping your hands on your knee if you need to or would like to, or inhale and rise up overhead. They're all options and they're all a good stretch. So pick what works best for your body today. Breathe in and out here. 2 nice deep breaths in and out. 1 more. And on the inhale, plant your hands, step forward on your mat. Inhale and halfway lift. Straight legs if possible. And exhale, fold in. Inhale, come all the way back up. Reach up toward the sky. And exhale, back into mountain pose. Very nice. All right, and so we're going to continue on. Come back into mountain pose and just take a nice deep breath in and out through your nose. Resetting. From here, we're going to step back into high lunge again. Let your right foot back. Up on the right ball of your foot. Left leg is bent. You're in your nice high lunge here. And in this one, let's keep our hands down to our sides. You could bring them up if you'd like to, or you can simply leave them down at your sides. And that's perfectly fine. Either one is good. So it's nice to give your arms a break. Breathe here. 1 more, in. And exhale. Now you may need your blocks for this. I'm sorry to tell you earlier. Grab those. Have those framing your front foot. From here, you're going to straighten that front leg and bring your back leg, your right leg, so the sole of the foot is flat on the ground. You're still facing, whoa, excuse me, I'm losing my balance today. Let's try that again. You're facing the front of your mat, but you do have a little bit of about hip distance apart with your legs. So your front leg is bent. Try not to lock that front knee, but you're looking for like a micro bend. And from here, inhale. And then exhale, come forward using the blocks if needed. And you're looking for a flat back or best you can-ish. So inhale and look forward. And if you're able and you would like to, exhale and fold over that left leg, or you can always just stay upright. This is a great stretch right here. But if you'd like, you can exhale and fold forward any amount. Inhale, come back up. Look up. Exhale, fold over one more time. And once more. Inhale, look up. And exhale, fold forward. From here, step your right foot to meet your left. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, fold in. Inhale, bring your arms up overhead. And exhale, arms back down to your sides into mountain. So we'll do that same thing on the other side. Here we go. Take a nice deep breath in and out through your nose. And now step your left foot back into high lunge. Come up on the ball of your foot on your left foot. Right knee is bent. And from here again, if you want to take a little break on the arms, just leave them to your sides. Or if you liked that shoulder opener, do that. Arms up overhead. The arm variation, I'm going to let you decide what's best for you today in your body. So just listen to what your body is asking for and calling for. Take a nice deep breath in and out here. In through your nose, out through your nose if possible. Really noticing that breath. From here, we're going to straighten that front knee. And we're going to bring the left leg, in just a little bit. And put the sole of your foot onto the ground. Excuse me, I am really wobbly today and I'm not sure why. Probably because I'm on video. All right, so from here, again, remember not to lock that that right knee. When you're in this pose, you want it to be straight, but you don't want to lock it or hyperextend it. Inhale, and when you're ready, exhale, hinging forward, grabbing a hold of the blocks and looking forward with a nice flat back as much as possible. And then on the exhale, if you'd like, fold over it, or again, you can stay in that nice flat back configuration. Your hips are pointed toward the back of your mat. Inhale, look out in front of you. And exhale, fold over that right leg. Once more. Inhale, looking up and over, out over your mat. And exhale, fold over. From here, you're going to inhale and have your left foot meet your right. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, fold in. And inhale, come all the way back up. Reach for the sky. Exhale, back to mountain. Very nice. All right, so today we're going to do a new pose, and it's called pigeon pose, pigeon prep actually. And this pose, a lot of people love, and other people, they just cannot do it, knee issues, whatever. So I'm going to show the pose to you. If you decide this pose is not for you, I will show you a variation. Actually, let me go and show you the variation now. That way, if you see me go into this one and you're like, there's no way, then you can go right to the variation. So the variation, we have done this before, I do believe. You're going to lie on your back, and it's called thread the needle. So you're going to take your right foot and put it on top of your left knee, or your shin. Sorry, not your shin, your thigh. And you can either stay right here. This is a great stretch for some. Or if you need a little bit more, thread your hands through and grab a hold of your left leg and bring that left leg in. So this is a great variation for the pose I'm going to show you. It gets the same idea, but some people just have a hard time with the pose I'm going to show you. So there's your variation. So for what we're going to do is we're going to come into downward dog to start with before we go into this other pose. So those of you who are doing the variation, or you think you might want to, you can watch this and see what we do. You can start with downward dog, and if you need to go to the variation, go with it. All right, so from here, hips back up, you're in downward facing dog. From here, you're going to bring your right foot and your right leg forward. You're going to bend that leg, and you're going to bring your right knee up toward the corner of your mat. And your right foot is going to be at an angle here, and it's going to be going toward your left hip point. Now, for a lot of you, you'll be up here. So blocks are your friends. Definitely use those. It's all right, Jokes. Sorry, my dog is barking about someone being here. So you can stay right here. This is a great opener. You can also put that block underneath of your right butt cheek and help you stay upright. Or you can also come forward and down on your forearms if that's accessible to you. Now, again, if you're already looking at this going, that is not working for me, then definitely try that variation on your back. So what you're going for is you would like your left leg to be straight back behind you. So look and see. You don't want to be splayed out to the side or all the way in. You want it to be as straight behind you as possible. And you're also trying to keep your hips as square to the front as possible. Now, you may not be able to come down very much. That may be where you vary. I'm able to come down a lot further, but some people have to stay more upright, and other people can come down even more. So you find where you're at, nestle in there, and you can stay upright, or if you're able, and you can also use blocks. I mean, there's lots of variations here. You can come here and just feel, this is just a great hip opener. It's actually one of my absolute favorite yoga poses. And a lot of people that I've worked with have said, this is my favorite pose ever. I just love this. So I'm going to breathe here nice and deeply. If you're in the reclined version with the thread the needle, that's fine. Also breathe. That's a great hip opener too. So wherever you are, find where you need to be. Use whatever props. You need to put something underneath your, if you're under your butt, go for it. Breathe here, nice and deep, in and out through the nose. And I will tell you, over time, this pose will get much easier. One more inhale and exhale. And from here, we're going to step back in a downward dog to kind of release that hip. So plant your hands and step your foot back into downward dog. And if you need to pedal at your feet, go for it. And then we'll do the other side. So your left leg will come forward. Left knee is pointed up toward the top corner of your mat. Left foot is pointed towards your hip point, your right hip point. Untuck your back toes. Make sure that left leg is straight back as best it can be. Again, if you need to stay upright, stay upright. Put a prop underneath of that left butt cheek if you need to. Whatever is going to make this pose better for you. You can stay upright. Once you're settled in though, or you can come in on blocks or come in on your forearms onto the mat, whatever variation that you find works for you. And breathe here nice and deep for 3 nice deep breaths in and out through your nose. One more. And then we're going to come back out and we'll just go to a very brief down dog just to kind of release that. And then come forward onto your sitting on your heels. If you'd like, sit up on a block. We're just going to do a really simple twist from here. So inhale and you could also use a block if you're sitting up on a block, might help too. Just twist to your right. Left or your right arm behind you, left hand on your leg, your leg, and twist to your right. Breathing deeply here. Exhale and go to the other side. Twist over to your left. Just a nice simple twist to release all the work we've done today. And then come back. And from there, we're going to lay on our backs. And we're going to come into happy baby. So again, if you've seen a baby do this, you know what we're doing. Bend your legs in towards you. If you need to grab a hold of your shins, if you can grab your feet, if you want to grab a hold of wherever is best for you. But what you're going for, the idea is to have your soles of their feet point up toward the sky, just like how a baby might be with their feet. So you can be able to grab your feet. Knees are pointed toward the bottom, to the mat. Soles of the feet up toward the sky, the ceiling. So wherever you need to be at here. Breathe deeply here. One more. And from there, soles of your feet on the ground, hip distance apart, and we're just gonna come into one nice easy bridge. So arms, hands down by your sides, and lift your hips up, chest up. Breathe here, in and out. Once more, in, out. And from there, let everything go onto the mat, into your Shavasana. So stretch those legs out long on your mat, arms out to your sides. Get comfortable in this pose. I'm going to come up to watch the time, but you stay there in your nice Shavasana. Breathe deeply here, in and out through your nose. And for those of you that want to stay in that 30-minute time, come on up at your own pace when you're ready. For those who want to stay longer, please stay longer. Roll over to your side. Come on up, sitting tall. And again, if you've chosen to stay in Shavasana, please stay there for as long as you would like. For those of you who need to get on with your day, it's been a pleasure guiding you through this class. I hope to see you in the next one, and thank you for joining me. Namaste. I bow to you and gratitude. Thank you. Thanks for joining me. See you next time.